So hey world, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reacting to U-Star Penn Badgley reveals his dating red flags. You season 4 interview. Part 2 is upon us. It's March 9th and Love is going to be back. I don't care if it's an hallucination, whatever it is, she's back. I was gonna say she's gonna save the season, but I liked it. You know, I didn't think I would because I saw a lot of comments saying that it was not good. But when I watched it, I really enjoyed it. So I was like, what is the problem? People really like to hate. But yeah, let's see these red flags. If you want to comment on the red flags too in the comments, please do. The usual, you know. But yeah, let's get into it.
They haven't seen Harry Potter. Is that normal or a red flag?
Normal.
Oh, that has to be normal. We should normalize not seeing Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Now I'm not saying it's good. I'm also not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it.
It's not even about being good or bad. It's about being a popular franchise like Star Wars, Game of Thrones, all that shit. People are not obligated to watch it, and just because it's famous doesn't mean everyone watched it. That's not what famous means. It just means that the majority of people watched it, but not everyone. I haven't watched Star Wars or Harry Potter or all that shit. That is not a red flag. I just don't want to watch it. And now because people get mad, they're like, when I say I didn't watch it, it makes me less interested. So yeah.
Cannot be. I refuse to allow that to be a red flag.
Same.
I would wonder, like, are they okay?
Yes, I'm okay, bitch. Are you okay?
When someone buys their current partner the same fragrance as their ex,
red flag.
Is that normal or a red flag?
I would keep it in mind. I think it's like,
No, because it's like, how are you gonna know that it's the same? So the person is not gonna know that the perfume that they're getting is the same that their partner's ex had, but the person knows. But you can not connect, but you can. Every person has a smell, so if you're gonna give the same perfume that your ex had to your current partner, it's a red flag because you're making a direct connection to that person that's no longer in your life. So that means that you're not over them. And people can be like, oh, because I like the smell and da-da-da-da. No, there's a lot of perfumes, a lot of good perfumes, so...
It's like you're pushing it, the next one you're going to get carded.
No,
right?
no, it's automatically a red flag.
It's one of those things that in the context later, when it all goes wrong, you'd be like, that should have been a red flag. I should have seen that.
It is the
so it is.
Joe would do.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's not.
Totally.
Oh, yeah, fully.
That is a huge red flag. Like, what? That means that he hasn't let go. Like, or they haven't let go.
That's what I said. That means that they haven't let go.
Something secretly.
Exactly. Even subconsciously.
No, absolutely not.
I am totally with you. That is a very Joe Goldberg thing to do, isn't
Mm-hmm.
it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I didn't know they were in the video too. I thought it was just him.
No, I think that's a red flag. Like, smells do take
I love
you
her on the
back,
show.
And so yeah, I think that's a red flag.
When someone says they think Joe Goldberg is hot, is that normal or a red flag?
I get it in the context of the show, cause like Penn is hot, but I wouldn't say Joe is, honestly. There's a lot of people saying that, but I don't know. If you're talking about the actor, oh, he's hot, yes, but Joe, no.
Flag. Penn Badgley is hot. Joe Goldberg is
not.
Like,
that's what I was saying, exactly.
Like, don't let your mind, like, be tricked by the face that you're looking at. Like, you have to pay attention to, like, those are
the character.
And the things that Joe does are huge red flags. Huge. Like,
huge.
Yeah, red flag. He's a psycho! Like, come on!
If we're just judging purely on if they've not heard or seen anything he's done,
yeah, but that's also what I'm saying. If you're judging only the looks and you don't know Joe, then he's hot.
As a cultural referee, but I think.
But also, if you don't know, it doesn't count.
I've seen the VAR
because if you don't know who Joe is, you're just complimenting the actor.
I have to concede.
And the question was
that
Joe.
It alone cannot be a red flag.
Yeah, I think that's normal. He's charming. That's why you root for him. That's why you root for
Nobody
him.
roots for him.
We do.
I don't root for him. I watch the show. I don't
He's a
root for
serial
him.
killer.
I know, but people still keep wanting more. People keep coming back and watching to see what he does next. So,
But that's in the context of the show.
When someone says they haven't seen Harry Potter, is that normal or a red flag?
Oh, again?
That has to.
Wait, let's
Red
continue.
flag.
Yeah, let's skip this one.
That's why it's a red flag to me, because I'm like, what did you do in your childhood if you did not see Harry Potter or read it? Like, you have no knowledge of Harry Potter?
No.
That's a little iffy for me, so.
Really? Really?
that's normal. I haven't seen Harry Potter. I know.
Exactly. I know. But see, the way she reacted. Oh, I know. Because she knows people are going to judge her. You don't need to judge people because they haven't watched the same shit
I
as
usually
you
watch things
did.
about 20 years late
Fuck.
anyway. Like, genuinely, I do. So, I watch a show
I don't
and
care
I've
about
not
Harry
got to talk
Potter.
to you about it.
I really
because
don't.
I'm 20 years too late. So, there will come a day, but yeah, I think that's normal. That's alright.
Yeah.
When someone wants to know your star sign and checks if you're compatible.
It's normal.
Red
but I
flag.
would call it a red flag.
Astrological signs does not mean you're
Definitely.
compatible or
Why
not.
is that a red flag?
I just think we
Get a life.
people
What's
invest. Rarely does anyone do that when they actually study astrology. Like I think it's too people are rigidly adhering to a system they don't even understand.
I mean, like, I'm Sagittarius, and I have no idea who I'm compatible with.
Yeah, right. It's also like there's so many people. Yeah, I think again it's normal, but it's a red flag for me.
I think that's normal as long as you don't look too deeply into it, because that is something.
Oh,
that
I mean, if it's for jokes, for sure, for sure. I'll look it up. Let's see.
So I think
Yeah,
it's
just
normal
to
as long
laugh
as
at
you're
it,
not
not
looking too
actually
deep into it,
serious.
you know?
Yeah.
I feel like unfortunately it's become more normal. Like, I mean, I think there's different ways to do it. Like, don't let that be the first. Like, I know when like people ask me like that as the first question, I'm like, but that doesn't define everything. Like, that can't tell you. Like, people have a full natal chart, which
Exactly.
will tell you much more information than just their sun sign. But two, like, it's like those are like that's also they could also be wrong. Like, you know, like. And I think that compatibility is something that is earned and worked for. So, yeah, maybe a bit of a red flag with that one. Yeah.
When someone won't show you their basement, is that normal or a red flag?
Red flag. What is you hiding?
I mean, how hard am I asking and how hard are they denying? They're like, no,
Also true.
no, I'm not letting you down there. No. And why do I want to see it so badly?
True.
I would say it's a red flag.
No, I would want to see
That's also a red
if
flag.
they denied
Like,
it.
it's one thing
Like,
to be
no, you
oh,
can't
it's
go down there.
messy,
I'm
but
like,
it's like,
why?
especially like if you've been seeing them for a while, it's like, okay, like, well, okay, it's messy. Like, I don't care. I just want to see it.
Yeah.
If they're like being super cagey about it, that's a red flag, bro. Like, what have you got down there? Like, what did you
What
try
do
to
you got
hide
down
here?
there?
Like, yeah, red flags. Red flags.
Big red flags. Also, a bit of a red flag for the person asking it as well, because that's a bit of a weird question.
That is fair. True. Like, can I see what's in your basement?
No, but it's like, and I mean, in recent times, if you ask somebody about their basement, it's like, everyone could be a murderer. You don't know. So, like, we're just gonna ask just to know. It doesn't mean.
Or is that because, like, you know, we should keep out for things like this and we're living in a, you know, very
Exactly.
chaotic age? Like, is that a normal
Exactly what I
question
just
that,
said.
you know, like, people should ask just in case?
Yeah, just in case. That's what I said.
Like, can I just peek at your basement? Can I just...
Yeah,
Make sure it's
let's
all
see if
good
there's
down
any
there.
bodies
When
down there.
someone in their mid-20s or older still lives with their parents, is that normal or a
Normal.
red flag?
Really depends on the country. So in England or America, I would say it's contextual. Post-COVID, super contextual.
How does
Can't be a red
it
flag.
depend on the country? It's
No,
like,
true.
you're
And times are hard at the moment.
saving
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Like, and if
This
you
idea
don't,
that
you don't
just
have a
need to
problem
live
living with
independently
your
and be
family,
it should
what
be.
is...
I don't know. We got to question that. So,
what is the point of
Yeah,
moving?
years ago, I probably would have said, "Oh, red
Most
flag,"
people move because
but
they
not
don't
now.
want to live with their
I
families,
won't fault
but...
people for that. I think that it depends on circumstance.
Yeah.
And particularly in some households, like in the Korean household, you're expected to live with your parents because it's your job to take care of them once they get into older age. So it's very normal in certain cultures.
I think that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I've got loads of brothers and sisters, but if I didn't Yeah, lovely. Save your money. That's fine.
Save your money, that's what I said.
Times are hard at the moment. I feel bad asking that one because, yeah, tough times.
Yeah, live at home. Why not?
When someone calls their parents mummy and daddy, is that normal or a red flag?
I think it depends on like how they do it, because it's like I still call like my parents mommy and daddy, but like I don't be like, mommy, can you like do this for like? I mean, I guess sometimes I turn into a little kid again because I love my mommy, but I think it depends on what kind of relationship there is, because if it's if the person still is calling them mommy and daddy because they have an arrested development situation, or they have like a codependency with their parents, that's a red flag, big red flag. So I still say mommy and daddy, so no, it's not a red flag. Like, just make sure that they've got a healthy relationship with their parents. It's not anything weird.
I think it's a little bit different here in America. The people I've known who call their parents mommy and daddy, it's actually very sweet. It's very sweet. I think it just depends on your relationship with your parents, which, by the way, you want to talk about red flags, like, that's where you go. That's where you go to discover what should and shouldn't be a red flag. Mommy and daddy alone, no, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's like, well, I'm paying attention and I'm interested in where that one goes, but it's not yet a red flag.
The whole daddy thing has kind of thrown that, like, massively...
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. I think it's weird if you only call one parent, though, that. Like, if you call dad, dad, and mom is mommy, that's a red flag. Or if you just call mom, and dad, daddy, that's a definite red flag.
It depends. One of my best friends does that. And yeah, I'm gonna say red flag. There comes a time when you just gotta stop. You gotta stop doing that, I think.
How old is your friend?
He's 25.
Yeah, no, just... When someone wears socks to bed.
I don't know. I feel like there's a mixed realm of thought around this.
My feet get cold.
Because I've heard, I don't even know if I could say that, because I've heard that socks in bed do well in certain ways. Wink, wink. So like I don't know if you know, it depends on. I don't know. Like, I think it's weird. I personally think it's a red flag. Like, because I'm like, doesn't it feel like it, for me wearing socks in bed is a weird feeling. Like, it's cover on cover. I don't know.
What do you mean cover on cover?
I feel like I'm in the middle on that one. I think that they're...
But then when you're wearing sneakers, do you wear them without socks? Because sneakers cover your feet. So if you go with that logic, you're wearing socks and then the sneakers. So you're wearing cover on cover. It's the same thing. You have your sheets, but then you have socks, so covers on covers. It's because it's warm. I do mostly in the winter when it gets colder. That was the same. It's basically the same thing as wearing pajamas. You have your sheets, you have blankets. So why are you wearing a pajama if you have blankets, covers on covers? If you go with her logic, that doesn't make sense either. So why does the socks is a red flag, but then like pajamas or stuff like that, it's not? People like to pick and choose what they think is a red flag or not.
If it's winter, that's fine. If it's summer, red flag.
If it's summer, exactly, that's what I said. Me and her on the same page.
Like, it's winter, but you're in bed with someone.
No, take your socks off. No, that is a red flag.
Wait, what do you mean? It's winter, but you're in bed with someone? You're in bed with someone and you can't wear socks? What the fuck? What am I supposed to put my feet in? Like, in them? Like, what? That's
no,
so
it's
weird.
not a red flag. It's weird to me.
What the fuck?
But
how is it weird to wear socks? That's what
like,
they're made for.
Again, I'm interested. I'm like, oh, why? I just want to know why.
When a man is...
That would be the same thing as like, why are you drinking water out of a water bottle? Why don't you go to a fountain and drink the water there? It's natural. That's what the bottle of water are made for. That's what the socks are for, to be weared. So why the fuck does it matter if I'm wearing them in bed or not? Are you crazy? What the fuck?
20s sleeps in a single bed.
I haven't thought of that. It is small, right? It is.
In their 20s sleeps in a single bed. If it's one person, what is wrong with sleeping in a one person bed? Explain that to me. Not every person. Just because you're a couple, I mean, if you're a couple, obviously you have to have a couple's bed. Like, how do you say it? I don't know. There's a name for it. I don't know. But if you're single, like, what is the problem? It's cheaper and you're alone. So why would you spend more money on a bed for two people when it's just you and you can buy them? That's what I'm saying. That's where they were made for. They were made for one person. So why in the fuck would it be weird that one person is sleeping alone in that bed? Doesn't make sense. It's normal.
I mean, but it's all contextual because it's like, what can they afford? And we don't want to judge people based on what they're making, even though.
What do you mean? What can they afford? Even if you're rich, oh, I want a smaller bed. I don't want a big bed. I want a smaller bed. I'm gonna buy a smaller bed, and it can be expensive. It can be a smaller bed, a bed for one person, and it can be expensive depending on what type of bed. So it doesn't matter what you made or what you can afford. You can buy a one person bed and be expensive. Money doesn't have anything to do with it, bitch. It's about preference. If you want a single bed,
I know. I don't think it's fair. Again, fully contextual.
If it's the only thing you have,
how are they making ends meet? What have they been through? If you want
what have they been through?
Said man.
Oh, let me guess. Oh, they were kidnapped and they were kept in a one person bed, and now the trauma makes them want to have a one person bed. Are you fucking kidding me? That is so normal. That's so dumb.
Well,
I think people that find that weird, same with the socks. People that find those things weird are a red flag because it's none of your business. It doesn't affect you in any way. Why do you think that's weird? And it's what those things were made for. That's what the bed was for. That's what the bottled waters are for. That's what the socks are for. To be wear, to be used. So why in the fuck would that be weird?
See, I'm always...
I'm getting mad.
I'm always benefit of the doubt person. Because on one hand, I do think that it's a red flag that it's like... Especially if he's in his, like, late 20s. Like, it's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, do you... Like... And no shade, like, you know, just, like, if a guy in his, like, later 20s sleeping in a single bed because he's just not doing anything with his life, like, that's a problem. That's a red flag. Like, that, there's maturity issues
what do you mean?
there.
What is the correlation between
that,
one thing and another?
He's living under his means because he's trying to save his money to, like, build generational wealth. Like, yes, we love that.
No, because if he's saving his money to build generational wealth, buying a couple's bed wouldn't stop that from happening because, I mean, like I said, it depends on the bed, but they are not that expensive depending on the bed. So, like, how the fuck would that be? What is the correlation? What is happening? No, she's just saying anything at this point to make it valid.
I need more context.
No.
Oh, no, I think that's normal.
Me and her,
Yeah,
I love
I
you,
think that's
girl.
normal.
That's normal behaviour.
Yeah, I think that's normal behaviour.
It's a bed. Sleep on it. Girl.
When someone is obsessed with their car, is that normal or a red flag?
I think it's normal, but I think it's a red flag.
Red flag.
Contextual. If you're a driver, if you are a
No, yeah, like no, because it depends. Imagine like you just have a normal car. It's like, okay, it's a normal car. But imagine if you have like a customed car, like you have a wrap, you have different rims, you have all that stuff. You put that money onto the car, you made that car your own, you made it personal, you made it customized, you made it customed, I guess. So, like, you can be obsessed over it because it's something you love. It's something that you put time and money into it. So, it's fine. But if you just have, like, a normal car or you're obsessed with other people's cars, that's another thing. Like, imagine, like, you're obsessed with other people's cars. but like you don't have one yourself, or your car is normal but you're obsessed with other people's. That's weird. But like imagine if you're saving money to buy yourself or to make changes to your car, and you're obsessed with other people's cars to have ideas or stuff like that, and because you like it, it's fine. If it's something you like, you can be obsessed over it. If you're obsessed just think you're cool, no.
Driver, actually, then then hey, it's part of your job. It's good to take pride in the things that you own, to keep them clean and
Exactly.
stuff. My car, I do not do. It's because I don't invest myself in cars. I'll go ahead and say it depends. It depends on the context, because if you're a total bro, then it's a red flag. Contextual red flag.
I mean, a total
the way I'm
bro.
seeing it
What the
is,
fuck does that mean?
The Facebook profile, them and a car.
Yeah, to me it's like, listen, you do you, but that's not me. That's not. If I'm interested in you, and I'm trying to, no, I'm not swiping.
I think it's normal. I've just bought a car. Can't drive it yet because I have failed my driving test 3 times.
And you bought a car
I'm
already?
obsessed with my car because I'm like, I bought that. That's my car. I love it.
Oh, I failed my test too. Oh, I love her. We have so much in common.
And I'm probably going to be more obsessed with it when I finally pass, if that happens.
Exactly, because it's
When
something you
someone says
own, it's
they're
something
not
you
on
bought, it's something you put money into. Why the fuck will you not be obsessed? I mean, I get you can just like your car, but I mean, you can hate your car too, because some cars do suck. But like, it's something you own, it's something that's yours. Why would it be a red flag that you like something that you own? I mean, you don't necessarily buy a car just to be obsessed over it or just because you like it. You buy it because you also need it, unless you're rich, of course. But it's something that you own. I think it is a red flag when people find weird that you're obsessed with things that you like. I'm obsessed with WandaVision. Someone says, "Oh, it's weird that you're obsessed with WandaVision." No, it's weird that you think it's weird. Because I'm not bothering anyone. I love WandaVision. Love my posters. Love my Funko Pops. Everything. I'm obsessed with it. Because I love it. Because it's the best show ever. Why is that weird? And why is that your business? And why do you think it's weird? That is the real red flag. Yeah.
Social media.
I think nowadays it's becoming more normal, so it's not a red flag.
What did you say, Lumberjack?
Finally pass, if that happens.
When someone says they're not on social media.
I think nowadays it's becoming more normal, so it's not a red flag anymore.
No, because you can be on social media and not have a profile. You're not obligated to post photos. I mean, as long as you don't do like a fake profile and put photos of other people. But you can like put, if you don't want to put photos, you're not obligated to put photos. You can have accounts like on Insta and TikTok and all that shit, and not have content of you. You don't need to. That's fine. As long as you're not a creep. But recently, 2023, and you're not on any social media, that is a red flag. Because normally those people are usually annoying. Because they'd be like, oh, I don't want to be a slave to technology. Oh, social media sucks. Like, everybody knows that social media sucks. The problem is nobody does anything to make it better. Because, like, it's so easy to say, oh, Instagram sucks, TikTok sucks. What are you doing to make it better? Nothing. So nothing's going to change. But it's not also about that. It's like being part of the web, searching things you like and follow people you like and people you relate to. That's so fun. Like, how can you not do that?
I remember people used to feel like it was a red flag, and there was this joke around Joe. I think the social media has become so intense now, in a lot of ways. We know it is. Like, we just know it is, how toxic it can be. I think now it's kind of refreshing, personally.
I feel like, in a weird way, Joe may have helped that become a bit normal. Like, it's quite good if you're not on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really. Because I think social media is just it's a lot. Hello. No, I am not interested. Nope. interested.
You know, quick thing. I think they did it on purpose for Joe to fall for Kate, because he said he didn't want to fall for her because he wanted Marianne, but then when the killer said he messaged him and said Joe had to kill Kate, and he didn't want to, and then because he had to spend time with her to protect her, well, he fell in love with her. He got obsessed with her. So I think that was on purpose. And I hope when love appears, it's really her. And she's like, oh, I made you fall in love with Kate. I did that on purpose. And I was working with the other guy. Oh.
Don't want to know.
Oi.
Where did he
Oi.
go?
Why does the universe keep doing this to me?
Hey, what's going on? I'm Kevin Hart.
Hi.
Or maybe Kate is into. But yeah. Yeah, like I said, a lot of these red flags, red flags, people that think those are red flags, they are red flags. Because if, like I said, I'm not going to extend the subject because I already said everything I have to say. But yeah, some things, it's like, let people enjoy what they enjoy. Why? It's none of your business. Mind your business. Like, it really isn't bothering you, so why do you think it's weird, and why do you think people should change because of what you think? Nobody cares what you think, okay? Newsflash. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this long ass video, because it's almost half an hour, girl, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one.